Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Okay, now I want to talk about fear of the unknown. That is a big statement. That'll cover, like say, your financial. You're worried that you're going to lose your job and this type of stuff. That's what motivates a lot of people. And like say, in physical fear, like somebody's going to harm you. Like say, if you're getting mugged by 2 or 3 people, you don't quite know what's going to happen. And when you don't know what's going to happen, it really puts a lot of stress in the situation. And when you're seeing it's unknown, you have nothing to go by. And so this is what will push you to a level where you will be weak. It'll make it so then you'll be at a point where you can't make the proper decisions. That's where we're right back to being prepared comes from. I go into the unknown quite a bit of the time. Every time I'm on the road going to Guatemala or coming back to the States from Guatemala, like I say, that's why I like to take the same roads over and over again, because that's less of the unknown that I've got to be aware of. And so you get more comfortable when you're taking the same roads all the time. And it's the same thing when you're going to work, going to school, doing all this kind of stuff. But like I say, when I'm on the road, you're talking about 5 days on the road, and being in an unknown area, it makes it a little tough. That's why being prepared is so important. And it's the same thing. I say I'm in Southern California now, and same thing. I had to be prepared to come out here. I had to have a plan, had to have goals, set goals of what I'm trying to get done, and I didn't know what I was getting into. And these are all things you have to consider when you're coming into an unknown area. And like everything in life, it's the attitude. Attitude is what makes the difference. So when you're coming into an unknown area or going into an unknown project, starting in an unknown project, anything that you're coming into, to avoid the fear factor that comes along with this stuff, as you're prepared, then it makes it easier. And then you have the right attitude and you're prepared. Then when things don't quite go as expected, you're able to change your plans and make it work anyway with the proper attitude. I say a lot of stuff I do, I know it's not going to work out like I think. Now as I get older and I've done so much stuff, it's not as off. It's not as it's closer to what I expected. It may not be exactly what I expected, but it's close enough where it doesn't really throw me off that bad. And so that's why when you leave your comfort zone, every once in a while you learn and you're able to build on that experience. And all these experiences all add up. And because I've noticed, for me, I think, how is all this happening? I can't believe a lot of this stuff happens to me. Well, like I say, I get myself in situations and because I get out of my comfort zone. And I've done it so regularly that, even like after a hurricane, a disaster. Well, that's terrible. What do you do after a disaster? When you go from disaster to disaster to disaster, you'll notice there is a pattern, even with a disaster. And that's basically what happens to me. There is a pattern, even though I do get in all these situations. But you do have to be prepared. and you have to have the right attitude, and you have to get out of your comfort zone every once in a while. And with all that, you have the right attitude, and you set goals on what it is that you're trying to get done on this thing. And then when you, like when I go into places, I normally have multiple goals, and that's because things don't always work out the way I wanted. So that's why I have multiple goals. There's going to be other things that will get done. So this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.